Hi guys, I just want to do a quick review of really an excellent resource. If you are in the non-fiction market particularly, this is something that you will definitely want to check out. It's by a guy, Derek Doepker. I've got no idea how to say his surname, but nevertheless, Derek was kind enough to send me a review copy, which I'm now going to present to you, and so you can see what's inside. You're probably going to get a few emails about this one. It is really a standout product, I think, when it comes to copywriting, when it comes to crafting your book descriptions, crafting your book titles, so they actually grab people's attention and sell. So books that sell, proven formulas to make non-fiction books that readers can't resist. It really is, as much as anything, a course in copywriting, and a course or just a training in the psychology of capturing people's curiosity, capturing their attention, and making them click that button to go through and look at your book and obviously hopefully buy. Now, Derek is no stranger to putting his own techniques into action. He's a #1 bestseller in several different categories, and just on one day in January he sold 2,978 copies of some of his non-fiction books. The training comes with some pretty serious videos, in-depth videos, where Derek goes through how he crafts his titles, how he crafts his descriptions to really sell the books that he writes. And obviously the same kind of techniques are actually used in the writing of his books as well. The main video is over 2 hours long, so I mean, it really, Derek doesn't skimp, he goes in depth. The next video that you'll find on the download page is he goes through some of the formulas that he uses when he's crafting his copy for his book titles and descriptions, and that's another 51 minutes. And then finally you've got some tips and keys as to how he does his research and some of the places that he draws inspiration from to help develop his own copywriting skills. And he is an excellent copywriter, and that's just a short 15-minute video that just kind of opens up the closet, if you like, and lets you have a look inside Derek's own world of how he is training himself and learning copywriting techniques from some of the professionals out there. Let's just take a quick look then into the product. Like I say, you've got the videos, okay, and you can also download those videos for offline viewing. All of the videos can be downloaded for offline viewing. You've then got a PDF. Now the PDF here for the main webinar is literally, if I just bring it over, literally just the slides from the actual presentation. Now it's still worth reading yourself. It's definitely worth downloading. In fact, this is how I gleaned a lot of the information myself, was to actually just take the time to go through this slides PDF, okay, and just to kind of take in what was being taught. Now in the video, and obviously in the video Derek goes in depth and begins to unpack some of these things, but he, oftentimes with a non-fiction book, we're making a claim of some kind, how you can do this, or tips toward a particular goal or end or whatever it may be. And he speaks about the foundation and says that the foundation absolutely has to be believability. Okay, people need to be able to believe what you're telling them. They need to know that it really works, and they know that it will really work for them. And so he makes it clear, there are a lot of, and particularly in the internet marketing world, which obviously you have had plenty of exposure to. There are a lot of very big claims, but the believability of some of those claims is fairly ropey, So, and he also goes on to talk about, if you're making a big claim, or you're making a claim of any kind, then you've got to back that up with proof, and so he talks about the importance of testimonials, endorsements, and research, credibility. But this really is the core of the training, certainly that I gleaned from it anyways, is this idea of desirability. Okay, and Derek has come up with he's obviously quite a thinker. He thinks deeply about the psychology of copywriting and the psychology of why would someone buy your book and not someone else's. Obviously, there are many books out there in pretty much every category, many of them selling in the same information. So what will make your book stand out? How can your title hook your potential readers to actually hit that buy button and buy your book as opposed to someone else's? And so he talks about this care plus something leads to desirability. It's going to lead your readers to, or your potential readers, to desire to know what you are selling, what is hidden in your book, and that the secret sauce is uncertainty. Okay, so desire plus uncertainty equals desirability. And that is how you're going to craft some of the titles that you create, or all of the titles that you create, to really hook people in to, it's the key thing is this. What Derek talks about is, there are words that are going to increase why someone would care. So, the best way, failures to avoid, etc. And he goes through in depth what the elements are of a title and words that you can have in your titles that are going to increase the care level. Why should I care? Derek really is the expert here, and he goes into real depth as to how you can take whatever niche you're in, whatever kind of non-fiction book you are writing, you're going to find a lot in here that's going to help you craft your titles, or take the books that you've already written and just reword those titles to hook your readers. Okay, now I honestly have not done justice to the value of what Derek shares in this report, and I really, I myself, I'm still digesting what I read and what I learned. And you then also have the non-fiction formulas that make books that readers can't resist. Okay, now this is kind of the PDF report that goes alongside the two videos. Okay, and Derek goes through a number of we've got just best-selling books in multiple niches that Derek has written. So he's got the goods, and 2,978 units, man, in one day. I mean, that is just incredible, absolutely brilliant. Okay, and so let's have a look. Okay, so now he goes through the importance of just some key elements that have to be in place for you. Okay, and then in the report he then goes through specific formulas. Okay, so you got 54 pages of specific formulas that you can put to use that are going to work with this idea of care plus uncertainty equals desirability. And he shows you from lots of different niches, non-fiction niches, exactly how you can apply that, and take some existing books and shows how they do it. Okay, so the contrarian principle. Okay, so this is where the contrarian book is the type of book that goes against the grain of popular opinion. Okay, and how that can work for you. He goes through sample book descriptions, headline options, and then headlines offering a different speed. So, I mean, as you can see, he goes into depth. It's not just a kind of half-inch thick teaching. Insights from an authority. Okay, so this is where we go secrets of, or what the CIA can teach you about how to spot a liar is one of the examples he gives. And then again, some real life title examples. Okay, and then some examples that he has made up himself that can kind of just spark some ideas for your own books. Here we go. Like I say, headline options again, and then Formula 3, mistakes that keep you from success. Okay, a mistakes book is anything that outlines the things you need to stop doing or avoid to become successful and achieve a benefit. Okay, and again, he goes through this process of actually taking some real life examples. He gives some examples himself of how this kind of a book title would work. Why is the book irresistible? Unique selling propositions. It's some of the advantages of using this kind of title, and then some of the challenges that you have to overcome, etc. Sample book descriptions, headlines. So it did very powerful stuff. I mean, when it comes to copywriting, Derek is one of the very, very best you'll find anywhere at all. Okay, the novel mechanism. The novel mechanism is really looking to work with unique ways to get results, or some kind of unheard ways of getting to your goal or receiving your benefits, and it really pulls on people's curiosity. It makes them think, there's something new, there's something novel here, there's something never before seen, and I can get in on that secret. Okay, and again, here we go, real life examples, etc. Headlines. And so you don't just get with Derek, you don't just get the headline in the sense of, this is the idea and then on to the next one. He actually gives a great deal of substance to his philosophy, if you like. He takes a copywriting key and then unpacks it for you in this incredible report. It really is very, very brilliant. Okay, the empathetic book. Okay, so this is really getting under the skin of your potential reader. Okay, so either touching on the inner desires or inner feelings or inner fears of your readers, and kind of getting inside their head. Okay, and again, he goes into various examples, the same kind of layout as the other techniques. Okay, and so there you go, they're all laid out for you. Let's have a look. So some templates, some just a few extras. I mean, honestly, guys, if you want to learn copywriting techniques, you will not be disappointed. Okay, and then down here, you've got a final video, like I say, where he talks about how he goes to some of the places he goes to learn from some of the world's best copywriters, and how they help him to create irresistible books. Okay, now on the back end of the offer, Derek will offer one of his other titles, or one of his other reports, and that is Hooks for Books. Now again, Hooks for Books comes with a 2 hour and 15-minute video. All right, so again, you know, just a very, very in-depth video guide to go along with the Hooks for Books report. Now, Derek is not a kind of 16 pages type guy. 141 pages that goes into depth as to and this product is all about crafting powerful titles for your non-fiction books that will sell. Okay, so again, it's very complementary to the Books That Sell report, and goes into even greater depth as to how to craft your non-fiction titles so you can enjoy many thousands of sales rather than maybe just a trickle, you know. And the thing is to remember is that you can have exactly the same book, okay, but and with one title it could sell next to nothing, but with another title, simply by changing the title and the description of your book, you can that same book could become a bestseller in the Amazon store. And so in this report, again, Derek goes into massive depth, okay, teaching copywriting techniques and then giving very, very powerful examples of the kind of titles that you could utilize in those utilizing those copywriting techniques. Again, just a very powerful tool to have in your book writing arsenal. And you also get examples, okay, so you know how to make ways to the best you need to know, the ultimate guide to the art of, the secret of, etc. Templates with examples, so he gives examples of how you could put these different approaches to use. Okay, titles by niche. Okay, so you've got book publishing, careers, job seeking, cookbooks, crafts, health and wellness, leadership and business success, marketing and sales, money and finances, organizing and productivity, philosophy and science, self-help. So yeah, again, many, but weight loss. Okay, so he goes through different niches and gives perfect examples of the kind of titles that will hook readers and also be great for your Amazon SEO. Power words here. Okay, so he goes through, this is just a, yeah, I mean, these really are swipe files that anytime you're crafting your titles, anytime you're crafting your copy, your descriptions. These would be a go-to resource for you, a go-to place that you could come and begin to draw inspiration, and even, you know, just go through and take some of these titles and make them your own, you know, craft them to suit your own book and your own niche. Very much a non-fiction, for the non-fiction authors, but a completely superb resource. You know, I just cannot honestly, the books that sell and hooks for books are both exceptional resources that I am certain will help you craft your copy so you sell more books. Hopefully that was helpful. I really don't feel as though I've even come close to doing justice to the quality and content that you're going to receive from this offer. But like I say, it's not cheap. It's $47 at the front end. I believe the hooks for books is $27 on the back end. So it's not a cheap buy, but it's not a cheap product. You know, it really is quite an in-depth copywriting course that could potentially make the difference between your book selling a handful and your book selling a boatload. So yeah, hopefully guys, that was helpful. And yeah, thanks for listening.